What methods can I use now to buy a smaller house, build a ton of equity, and then buy my dream home 5 to 10 years later? I got this question from a client the other day, and I thought it was a really good question, especially in a time like right now where buyers frankly are having to be a lot more flexible, a lot more able to just look at the less than shiny homes and make it their own just to get into the market. And I'll say that, just first off, it's really important to know as buyers, it's just important to get into the real estate market. If you are a first-time home buyer especially, just getting yourself into the market, getting a property is going to help you so much long-term in finding your dream home. And that's just the reality of things right now. You might not, to be honest, typically as a first-time home buyer, you're not gonna get your dream home. I'm gonna do my best as a realtor to find you the most beautiful property, but a lot of times, the reality is your first home is gonna be kind of funky, and that's fun. I love when I first got my first house, and I always remind myself of my crappy water pressure. I own a property, it's cool, it's fine. I wish I had better water pressure, but it's totally fine. There's something kind of fun and unique about your first home. So just know it's totally normal in any market to not have your best home be your first one. But there are some methods you can use in order to be strategic and be able to really find a good little gem property that you can then turn into equity, turn into cash to have to buy your dream home 5 to 10 years later on. First one is just kind of what I was saying before, which is don't be afraid to look at the properties that aren't super shiny, aren't super cute. Now, you don't want to buy anything that has foundation issues, any problems with the roof, anything major. But if the house has like an outdated kitchen or an outdated bathroom or horrible paint color, things that are fairly easy to change over time, even especially things that you can build sweat equity with, so things you can do yourself, those are gonna be really key things to look for. So when you buy that first home for yourself, you can go in there and do the work yourself or pay somebody to build the property up, make the property better. And then on top of that, next thing you want to do is be strategic about where you are looking for a home. So with it being your first property especially, often you may have to look in, here's your desired area, and then you're going to look a little further out. You're going to look in areas that maybe aren't exactly where you want to move to right now, but are places that are more affordable, but not only that, are seen as being to be improving over time. So seeing that they have new businesses coming in, have a lot of things going about them where you see a lot of activity in the neighborhood that tends to lead to that area to grow in equity over time. Anywhere in the Portland metro area is going to have typically a growth in equity and the growth in purchase prices overall, but there are some areas, if you are interested in this and want to talk to somebody, I'm here to talk with you about what specific areas, based on where you want to be, where the areas nearby that could have a good deal of growth over time. That way you're just building that equity, sitting in that house, doing sweat equity, and getting what you want for your dream property later on. I have a bunch of other ideas on this one, as always with these videos, but I want to keep it short. So I will just say, if this is something that you're interested in, if this is something that you're also thinking about, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always happy to chat about this kind of stuff. It's literally what I'm passionate about and what I love to do. So feel free to reach out and I'd be happy to chat.